Damn! Oh my god! Oh my goodness! Oh my god! Give me the side profile. Turn it around. Oh my god! That's what it looks like. Sweet baby Jesus, it looks like it's from the future. Oh my god. That's it. They're done. They did it. Oh wait, no, they're showing more. They showed off everything that I wanted to see. They showed off, first and foremost, the fucking console, and the way that they showed it off, I was like, as soon as they showed off that black wall, not the black wall, but like this, when they did this, I was like, they're showing it. They're showing the console. They're gonna show it off, and it's like what, like how did they do it again? How did Sony beat Microsoft again? Again, they beat them again. How did they do that? They beat them again. Way better conference than Microsoft had in May. Way better showcase. The console looks way better. And let me pause it right here. They said that I remember there's going to be like a two different PS5s. Like, I remember people talking about it. There was a leak or a rumor or something like that about the PS5 having different editions and stuff like that. And I was like, I'm just going to get the most expensivest one, right? And it turns out, probably to help with the price, to make it a little bit more affordable, and obviously, like, more smart, because they're going to have people who only buy games digitally, so why not just cut out the middleman and just be like, hey, you want to buy disc? You can still buy disc, but guess what? We also have a non-disc version, and we have a digital version, which is fucking brilliant, I might add, for Sony. Because that's essentially what Microsoft probably should have done with the Xbox One all the way back in 2013. If they wanted to have an all-digital platform, what they should have done was, instead of forcing people to freaking, like, to go that route, Sony's like, you got two different consoles. You got the disc one plus the digital one. So you have one console that can do both, and you can have one that can only do one. And that's the digital version. It's kind of like with the Switch, where, you know, they're like, Nintendo's like, well, we know people like the handheld version a lot. We know that people use the handheld. I use the handheld way more than I use the dock. But if you want the dock, you can use the dock. You can purchase the dock, but also handheld. Look at that thing! Oh my goodness! Oh, it looks like a next generation console. The controller looks better. The console looks better. It looks more unique. It's obviously on a stand, so like this, without this like black circle on the bottom, like this is essentially the entire console. But if they nail the backwards compatibility of this console, meaning that you can play all of the games that were pretty much released this year with Cyberpunk 2077, and they have like Spider-Man and and Ratchet and Clank and Hitman all coming out within months after their console is released. Like, this console will not have the same issues of the PS4, where the PS4, it's like, well, we really don't have a lot of games for it, but it's like, nope, this console has games for it. Some of them being released this year. It's like, how? How did Sony do that? The long and the short of it is, the TLDR is, Sony fucking killed it today. They fucking killed it. You know, everybody was complaining about the console and I want to see the system performance. Like, I want to see, like, what is it naturally going to run games at? Is it going to run games at, like, 60 frames easily? Like, that's the benchmark. That should be, like, the minimum for this console. 60 frames, 1080p, minimum. Or you could run, like, 1860. I think that's another, like, pixel or resolution. It's like, you should be able to get it 60 frames. You should be able to. It's like, we're not living in the 1930s. It's like, you know, bump it up. But I want to see the performance of the console, but they hit everything. They said, hey, we got games. You wanted games? We got games. You want gameplay? We got gameplay. You want indie games? We got indie games. You want console? You want AAA big games? We got them. You want the big budget games? The popular games? We got them. You want to see the console in action? We got it. You want a digital version, because we know most people don't play games via the disc. We know they download them because this is 2020, even though I still buy the disc. We got a console just for guys like you. Is there anything else that I gotta say? Because I can literally just talk about, like, Sony just freaking killing it over and over and over again. They did it again. I don't know what else for you. I don't know what else to say. Sony absolutely killed the game once again. They got new consoles. They got better consoles. They got one that's digital and one that has a disc driver. They got everything. They did it again. Microsoft, you are in fucking trouble. Microsoft, Halo will not save you this generation. They did it again. And then on top of that, the only thing that you had on Sony was a controller. And now Sony's like, we'll just steal your controller. We're done trying to innovate on controllers. We'll just steal the Xbox controller. What I'll say in the finality of it is this. If they fucking figure out a way, because I've heard that it's rumors. I've heard that they're trying to get a patent for the PS5 to have, like, the ability to run PS4, PS3, PS2, PS1 games. If they find a fucking way to do that and this console is able to run all of those games, and then on top of that, the real kicker is apparently these two consoles have 2 terabytes in them, which the PS5 or the PS4, I don't know if you know this, had only like 500 gigs. It's like, that's stupid. That's a ridiculously small amount of gigs. But these two consoles, if they have 2 terabytes, if they are able to run 60, if they have no problems coming off the assembly line, if they're working off of Jump Street, we're gonna have some discrepancies. We're gonna have a situation. Can I pre-order this? They're going to have console release date games, or games that are going to be released a month after the console is going to be released. Then they also got 2 games potentially this year that were released this year in Ghost of Tsushima and The Last of Us Part 2. I cannot express this enough, how important it is that those 2 video games are going to be on this console. Because people that always save up money for Christmas and get games at Christmas and, you know, they spend money on the holidays, those games are going to be there during the holiday sale, during Black Friday, during Christmas, stuff like that. They're going to be there. Then Cyberpunk 2077 is also going to be up for grabs as well. If they can figure out to put Cyberpunk on that console, on this console, on top of Ghost of Tsushima and The Last of Us Part 2, oh my God. Game over. Game over. Microsoft is playing so fucking far behind the competition. They will not catch up at this rate. Microsoft will not fucking catch up at this rate if this console goes on the way that I think it will go on.